In the bustling city of Cognopolis, there lived a brilliant but conflicted psychologist named Daniel Kahneman. Daniel had always been fascinated by the way people think and make decisions, but he felt torn between two very different aspects of his own mind. One day, while walking through the park, Daniel stumbled upon a magical pair of glasses. When he put them on, he could suddenly see two tiny figures perched on each person's shoulders. A quick, impulsive sprite named Fasty, and a slow, deliberate owl named Slowy. Intrigued, Daniel began to study these creatures. He noticed how Fasty would often jump to conclusions, making snap judgments based on limited information. Slowy, on the other hand, would carefully analyze situations, but was often too lazy to bother. Determined to understand this phenomenon, Daniel embarked on a series of experiments. He set up a booth in the park, offering free ice cream to anyone who could solve a series of puzzles. As people approached, he watched through his magical glasses, observing the interplay between Fasty and Slowy. In one memorable instance, a woman named Amos Tversky approached the booth. When presented with a probability puzzle, her Fasty immediately shouted out an answer. But Daniel noticed her Slowy stirring, encouraging her to reconsider. After a moment's thought, Amos changed her answer and solved the puzzle correctly. Excited by his observations, Daniel began to write about his findings. He described how people's minds operated in two distinct ways: a fast, intuitive system and a slower, more analytical system. He explained how these systems could lead to both brilliant insights and puzzling errors in judgment. As Daniel's work gained attention, he found himself traveling the world, sharing his discoveries. He spoke of cognitive biases, heuristics, and the quirks of human decision-making. People were fascinated by his ability to explain complex psychological concepts through simple, relatable stories. Years passed, and Daniel's ideas revolutionized fields from economics to medicine. But he never forgot the magical glasses that had started it all. One day, he decided to pass them on to a young researcher named Richard Thaler. As he handed over the glasses, Daniel smiled and said, "Remember, the goal isn't to silence Fasty or to always defer to Slowy. The real magic happens when you learn to listen to both, understanding when to trust your quick intuitions and when to engage in deeper thought." And so Daniel Kahneman's legacy lived on, continuing to inspire people to think about thinking and to navigate the fascinating interplay between fast and slow decision-making in their everyday lives.